flick forward.
It's
up here. Okay, and to go back.
This one.
Yeah, this is it. Okay, right. You're getting 2 Italians in a row, and we're not even in Ticino. What I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the traditional public speaker's mantra. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to tell you what I told you. And the people have asked me to come here today and speak on behalf of the company to which I have the privilege of being an advisor, all about me, all.me, whichever of the 3 permutations you like to use, are actually here. We have the CEO of the Irish company that is holding this social media platform. We have the chief legal counsel, and we have one of the major funders and investors in the business. So when it comes to the questions and answers session, I have strong backup, and therefore I will be welcoming questions from the group. Now, they made my job here today easy, because what they've asked me to do is talk about an exceptional product. It is very difficult in today's world of sophistication, innovation, and technology to come up with something new. And like Steve Jobs did a few years ago, when he came and he introduced 3 separate products, a phone, and so on, a tablet, and so on and so forth, I'm going to speak about 3 different products. A new social media platform. I'm going to be talking about a cryptocurrency, and I will be talking about a trading platform all in one. That's what All Me is all about. It is a very exciting new social media that actually does something innovative, which is enable users to make money. How attractive is the proposition of spending time on our social media, playing with our friends, developing our followers base, and being paid for it? Did Facebook come to me and say, I would like you to make money? Did Instagram come to any one of you and say, we would like to share our revenue with you and enable you to make money when you're having a good time? Nobody did. And that's what All About Me comes in. This is the innovation. It is a social media that includes a social network, an internal cryptocurrency wallet, and a trading platform. And best of all, it already exists. You can go to the Apple Store, you can go to Google Play, and download it. We are well beyond the inception stage. We are well beyond the development white paper stage. This is something which is operational as we speak. So, a new social media service where hopefully millions of people will get the opportunity to be rewarded for the way they're using their free time. Free time has a price, and we're going to start collecting money for it. The business has become operational a couple of years ago. It has really gone live only a couple of months ago. The first pre-sale started on the 27th of December. Between the 27th of December and the end of February, therefore in a span of 2 months, the company raised $16.5 million US. This is real money, which is already backing the initiative. It has 300,000 followers, users, on a daily basis. Now, we are very excited about developing a user base of 300,000 in the span of a couple of months, and we know that this is going to be taken way, way higher into the millions, potentially hundreds of millions. And we know that this is going to happen because of the ease and the popularity of the social media, but also because of the partnerships which we'll be developing with a number of celebrities. The celebrities that have already been identified and that have pledged their commitment to become users and stimulate the growth of the business, amongst themselves already have 120 million followers. So it is not going to be too difficult to migrate those existing followers into the new social media All About Me followers. Now, what is the context in which All About Me is coming into play? Today, there are 2.5 billion, if not even 4 billion internet users. There is an overall spend in advertising globally of $500 billion, in the excess of 550 million. 40% of that is going to social media platforms. So that is the number that we want to help our users start tapping into. This is real money that is out there that for the time being is held exclusively by the social media platforms. We think that it should be shared by those who generate the revenue, and that is to say, all of us, all of you, the users. We plan to reward our users with shares of up to 50% of the per impression revenue. Now, of course, it all depends how many followers you have. It all depends on how active you are. But it is very realistic to see kids with a couple of thousand followers, students or younger, generating anything between $100 to $500 per month, which to them is real money. And having 2,000 followers is no big deal in today's world for a 16-year-old, 17-year-old kid. I believe that my daughter has 10 times as many. She's very popular. So, once you start generating revenue, you need to express it, convey it into a currency, which is where our cryptocurrency comes into play. We call it Me tokens. Once you start having your cryptocurrency, you need to be able to store it. You need to be able to keep it somewhere. That is why we have already developed and embedded into the social media a cryptocurrency wallet. Again, this is not wishful thinking. This is not something that we want to develop in the future. This is something which is existing and it is already playing. Through the cryptocurrency wallet available through All About Me, you can do instant transactions at no cost among the users. And just to give you an idea of how operational this already is, among the 300,000 users which are already on All About Me social media, they have exchanged something like in the excess of 15 million transactions over the last couple of months. This is a very real, concrete, operational social media tool. The tokens can be used also for transfers to external digital wallets, for cryptocurrency exchange, and eventually for conversion into fiat currencies and into other cryptocurrencies. Now, the plan is also to eventually develop a banking facility or internal token banking facility that we will be starting looking at issuing payment cards, possibly co-branded with a financial institution, so that all of the financial transactions which take place into Me tokens become a reality, which is also convertible to the outside world. Now, just to give you an idea of the potential of the market, of the customer to customer, which we intend to develop. Am I running out of time?
Yes, I'm sorry. Okay. I have to stop you, and now probably you will answer the questions.
Well, I think I've said the essential. Social media, cryptocurrency, enabling users to make money. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ivo. I would like to invite your team members to also answer the questions. I think there was Alexander and Martin who wanted to join. And questions, please. Okay, I will give first question to Ralph, and then I will give you.
So first of all, congrats to the presentation in Steve Jobs style. I really like that. On the other side, I really like to see the founders and not an advisor. So it's always a question why you get a pro on the stage and not the founders. As you're up and running, my question is, what is the use of proceeds? Yeah, why do you do a token sale? Because if I understand it right, the system is running, you already get some earnings. What do you do with probably 100 million?
Alex, Martin?
Yeah, here the global invasion is our main goal. So most of the proceeds will go for servers, deployment around the world, regional offices, and marketing, of course. So that's it.
Alexander is the chief legal counsel of the company.
Welcome everyone. At first you said you want to see the co-founders and the management team, but you know many companies show just a team, but they don't show the advisors, because much of them just the picture, as you know. We wanted to show that our advisors with us. It's important, I think.
You should also be aware that the company actually employs physically 70 people in different countries.
Yeah, and you know, to have a social media platform like we wanted to build, and what we have already done, is you should have too much money. But when you wanted to have, you know, 1 billion people users, you should to really have a good infrastructure. You should have many offices. You should spend a lot of money for marketing, and you should have really good team. So in this area, we will spend money what we have raised on ICO. Around 40% will go for the marketing, 35% go for the infrastructure, servers, like it's too much expensive point, you should know. And around 50% will go for the regional company's location.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So we take the second question, please.
Compliments for the product, which looks very nice. I'm having a question which is a bit more regulatory. You are both a payment solution, but also it looks like me, you are something like a security token as well by paying back something to the users. So how do you cope with that out of the RegTech side?
That's all? Thanks. So I think that our legal advisor will answer better. Yeah, Alex?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
Thank you for your question. So first of all, we are not the security token because we are not buying, we are not redeeming the token from the token holders. What we are doing, we are sharing our marketing revenues by paying me tokens to users without any relations whether they purchased them in the past, whether they hold them or not. So any profits, they are not paid in relation to the holding fact that you are holding or not holding the tokens. This is first. Secondly, regarding the fintech payment license, etc. So we have that legal solutions for that. We are already starting the licensing process in different jurisdictions to get payment service provider and electronic money institution licenses to cover that. And also we are developing and also we are following the main regulatory amendments been recently happened, especially in the US, what is related to FinCEN, to SEC, CFTC and others. And we can assure you that we'll be ready to answer and respond to those legal regulatory challenges.
Thank you, the team. I'm sorry I have to stop here the questions. Thank you, Alexander, Martin, and Eva for answering the questions and your presentation. Thank you.